Hello everyone. I have a special presentation to share with you today from Herve Riboni. In case you don't remember or know who Herve is, I have first included an older introduction video I made that is still very relevant. In short, Herve sailed around the world as a participant in the 1993 through 1994 Whitbread race. Herve appeared on the Globebusters 2 years ago and shared with us some fascinating information regarding how time zones are manipulated to hide the flat Earth. You should watch that interview if you haven't. Today, he makes a claim that magnetic declination is subterfuge to hide the flat Earth, and that magnetic declination doesn't actually exist. His information is very important for our purpose of actually mapping the flat Earth. Anyways, I hope you enjoy Herve's presentation as much as I did. If Herve wants to share any follow-up presentations, I will be happy to share them with everyone. Thank you. Of course, Herve has figured out that the Earth is flat, and that makes him a friend. But what makes Herve especially interesting is the fact that Herve has actually sailed around the world. Not around a phony globe, but around our flat and stationary plane. Herve was a participant in the 1993 through 94 Whitbread Round the World race. It is also called the Volvo Ocean Race. Here is Herve listed as one of the participants. You can look it up for yourself. This is the boat he was on. It was called the Merit Cup. And here are some pictures of Herve. This is a map of the race route, which began and ended at Southampton in southeast England. Based on his experience and his research, Herve has some fascinating ideas as to how they have faked the globe, and some important information on what a true flat Earth map should look like. I hope that his information will lead to more investigation.
Hi everybody, sorry in advance for my English, I will try to do my best. If you want, please record the presentation, and if you think later it's not pertinent, you will delete it, or if you like it, feel free to do what you want with the presentation. The subject is, there is no magnetic declination on flat Earth. Very quickly, the official narrative of the magnetic declination. The magnetic declination is officially a magnetic field around the globe. And for what interests us here, this magnetic field deviates the compasses, or as we will see, it does not. How does it work? On this map here, we have all the official magnetic declination on Earth. Where it's blue, the magnetic declination is west, and where is red, the magnetic declination is east. The green line here and here, there is zero magnetic declination. And the other line, here there is 0 and there is 10 here, 20, 30 degrees of magnetic declination. Blue is west and red is east, okay? In practice, how does it apply? When you are on the boat and you want to go, for example, from the A point to the B point, for example, let's take this one. If you want to go from the Capo Verde Island to Recife in Brazil, let's imagine that this is a nautical chart, okay? So first you take your nautical chart and you notice the heading that you have to do from the Capo Verde Island to Recife in Brazil, okay? So this heading, this course, on the map is 180 is south, so it's 180. A magnetic declination, the compass is divided in 360 degrees. The 0 is north, okay? 90 is east. 180 is south, and 270 is west. In this case, you have to go south. In reality, it's not exactly south. but just to simplify to understand the system. So you take your chart and you notice the course, the heading to go to Recife. Let's say it's 180. After that, you have to add or subtract the magnetic declination. Okay, in this area here, you see from the Capo Verde island here to Recife here. So as you see, it's a little bit west, but let's just say it's south, just to understand. So it begins at 10 degrees west, and it finishes at approximately 20 degrees. Okay, so let's say average 15 degrees west. So with the 180 course, you have to add 15 degrees. So it's 195. So on the boat, you have to follow on your compass 195. So they say is south to go to Brazil, but they say your compass are deviate and you have to do 195. So in our example here, we have the heading of 180 plus the magnetic declination of 15 degrees. So that's a total of 195. In practice, you have to follow on your compass, on your boat, the heading of 195 to go from this point to this point. Okay, now we all know we are not on a spinning ball in space, but we use nautical charts which are made on the model of the globe, and while using this fake chart, we'll still arrive at the right destination. We take our course or heading on a fast map of the globe, but we still arrive at the right destination. When I say they, I am talking about the manipulators. So they give us a direction to go where we want based on the fast map, and we arrive at the good destination on the flat Earth. So there must be something that makes the correction of the direction between the false maps of the globe and the reality. And there is only one thing who makes the correction between the false map and the reality. It's the magnetic declination. They add a pseudo-magnetic declination to be able to use fake maps of the globe and still be able to sail or fly on a plane in the reality of the flat Earth. There is absolutely no magnetic declination on flat Earth. All the compass are not deviate. They work very perfectly. The needles of the compass show us all the time the real magnetic north, but all the charts are fake. They had no choice but to invent a false magnetic declination to use the map of a ball. If we take our example, we understand that Recife is not there, but you start from here and you do on your compass 195. So 195 is 15 degrees here, okay? And you arrive here. So the Recife, the Brazil, is not here, but it's here, Recife. The Brazil is like that. So Brazil is not here, but in reality, it's here. And if you want to go back from Recife, Brazil, to the island, so you take your chart. The heading on the map is 0 degree, okay? Plus the magnetic declination is 15 degrees. So you have to follow on your compass, on your boat, 15 degrees. So 15 degrees from here, it's like that. But remember, you don't start from here, you start from here. And from here, you arrive at the good place. So it works in the both way. We can also illustrate this with this inflatable beach balloon. As you see, to transform the flat Earth into a ball, you have to inflate the north part, and you have to lengthen and deviate the south. Okay, and if you see here, this is Africa and this is Recife. So you have the island here, and Recife is there. Okay, so even here you see on the ball. On the ball here, you're going from the island here to Recife, but when it's flat, you have to go more to the west. If I transform it in a flat Earth, you have the island here and Recife here. You see here, it's moved away to the west. So this is the 15 degrees of magnetic declination. With this new invisible parameter, the magnetic declination, they create a duality. They always work that way. Like the star, they can far and big, far and big, or near and small. The sun move or the earth move, etc. With the pseudo-magnetic declination, they can create fake chart of the globe, and you still can use them on the flat Earth because the magnetic declination correct the right direction to take in the reality. Now let's see some interesting observation. In the north, you have only one single magnetic pole here. That's the North Pole. And in the south, in Antarctica, under the ball, you have two magnetic poles. Okay, this is for two good reasons. First, on the flat Earth, you don't have a continent under the ball. So to keep the illusion of a ball, they put one magnetic pole south here and another one here. As you see here, this is the Peninsula Antarctica Peninsula. So just here there is the tip of South America, and on the other side, this is Australia is here. Okay. So to keep the illusion of the ball, they put a South Pole on each side of the flat Earth. And second reason for their subterfuge, they need to divide in two sides the flat Earth with the magnetic declination east and west. We will see why later, but this is the flat Earth. Okay, there is a South America here, Australia, Africa. So there is, to simplify, a 0 degree here and a 0 degree here. Okay, and on this side, the magnetic declination is east, and on the other side, the magnetic declination is west. Okay, is blue, is west, and we'll see after why. We also notice that the only two entrances for the public to Antarctica is close to the two pseudo-magnetic South Pole, where there is no or very little magnetic declination. As you see here, it's close to the zero, and here also it's close to the zero. It's close to the pseudo-magnetic South Pole. where there is no or very little magnetic declination, or in other words, no deformation of the map compared to reality. That's very logical to allow at these two places, both with captain and passenger. Like that, they cannot see the subterfuge. We can notice also, if we follow the equator is it's here. It's this line here. Okay. There is very little or no magnetic declination, and you have big magnetic declination in the north and big magnetic declination in the south, because it's the areas or where you have to deform the flat Earth to transform it into a ball. You can see here the equator here. It's there is not a lot of they don't need to deform a lot the equator, but in the south you have a lot of deformation, and in the north too they have to inflate to invent some Earth surface in the north and lengthen in the south part the continent. Now let's see the circumference of the flat Earth. If you are here on the tip of South America, let's say the 55th south latitude, and you want to stay on this latitude and go around the world, all around the world, okay? So here, the South America is here. This is the 55th south latitude, okay? And you start here. As you see, to simplify, we have the green line of zero magnetic declination here, and there is another here, close to Australia. So we start here to go around the world. So we're going east. So east is 90 degrees on our compass. We start here, and we follow on our compass 90 because there is no magnetic declination. A bit further here, it's 10 degrees west. So you have to add 10 degrees to the 90 degrees. It's 100. So on your compass, you're going this way. After that, a bit further, you have 20 degrees. So it's like that. And 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay. Until 60 degrees, then the magnetic declination come back quickly to 0 degree near to Australia. Here you see there is the 0 degree, and we are here on the 55th south latitude. There is 40, 50, 60, 70, and after that they come back very quickly, 60, 50, 30 and 0 degree at this place. So it's going like that. You see, you have the difference here of the angle of here and even here for 60 degrees. So it's going there, and quickly we come back to the 90 degree close to Australia here. You have 90 here and 90 here on the ball. Okay? And on the other side, the magnetic declination is east. So you have to subtract here it. So here it's 90, 90, okay? But now it's on the other side here. It's 10 degrees. After that, it's 20. pass to 30, and it stays to 30 on this side. So it's about like that. You believe you stay under a ball on the 55th south latitude, but in reality, on the sea you have no mark. So you follow your compass, and your compass show you the good direction, and you do an ellipse. And as you see now, it's an ellipse. It's not a perfect cycle like on the ball, it's an ellipse. So, as you know, they always say the opposite of the reality. The official narrative is the Earth forms an ellipse around the Sun, but the reality is the Sun forms an ellipse above the flat Earth. But their subterfuge has a limit. It doesn't work anymore under the 60s south latitude. As you see, here under the 60s, you pass at 80 and 90 degrees of magnetic declination. So you're going too far on that way. So that's why we are not allowed to go under the 60s south latitude. We have the two south poles on each side. And now you have to forget the Australia because we are on the flat Earth. So the ball is going like that. So the Australia is not there on the flat Earth. And the tip of South America is not like that. Okay, so you have the 2 points of magnetic south pole, here and here. And it doesn't fit with their kerning. That's why we are not allowed to go under 60 south latitude. This is here. I can erase that quickly. This is the circumference of the flat Earth. We believe that we sail on the cycle, but with the magnetic declination. The magnetic declination lead us on an ellipse around the flat Earth. So here you have the magnetic south pole here and another one here, okay? So, and this is the 55th south latitude. So we are not allowed to go under the 60s. So our area is like that. That's where we can go. In other words, that's the area for the slaves. But they finished to draw the fake magnetic declination under the ball, but it's only to try to give a sense at their subterfuge. Nobody can go there under the 60s south latitude. Nobody can go there except those who have a real map of the flat Earth with no magnetic declination. As you see, with the fake magnetic declination, they can change the shape and the location of the continent to transform the flat Earth into a globe. In conclusion, because there is a lot of things to say, There is a very convenient coincidence with the magnetic declination and other things to observe, but I don't want to be too long. So I hope it's interest you, and I'm available if you want to ask me some question. But like I said, there is a lot of other things to say about this subject. Thank you.